morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We appreciate that. We have a lot to talk about, but first, let's say hello and good morning to meteorologist Jill Gilardi for a check on that first alert forecast, because we are tracking a first alert for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's the first alert weather day. Tomorrow's when we have to deal with the heavy rain, 1 to 2+ inches in some areas, and strong wind gusts that could get as high as about 40 miles per hour. So we're going to have all sorts of impacts, outdoor plans, travel. We'll have to be mindful of poor drainage, flooding, and yeah, an occasional gust or two could cause a limb to come down. And with all the trees in our state, yeah, you could get a random power outage, but it won't be widespread. The rain, though, will be. Right now, though, we're tracking cloud cover that is widespread, but it's not necessarily thick in every part of our state. So you might get a little bit of filtered sunshine, a little bit of brightness trying to poke through, but generally it's going to be an overcast day. Winds are locked. It's 51 degrees there. We have 40s anywhere from Putnam all the way over towards Torrington. That flow right now is light coming in from the east. That's going to be changing. So you still have an opportunity to get outside. First alerting you to do so. Anything you need to get done outdoors before those showers start to develop. And that trend will be increasing as we head into the afternoon. So you're going to be dressing today for 50s instead of 60s. So it's trending cooler. We'll time out those showers for you. And when the heaviest rain and the strongest winds are going to be developing, that's coming up in about 10 minutes. But let's get an update on traffic with Caitlin. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jill. Good morning, everyone. 7:02 here on your Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining us on the Wax. Heading out the door through Meriden right now. West Main Street still blocked off. This is due to a late night incident that right around the Chamberlain Highway intersection there. We're going to have a report coming up with all the details you need to know before you head out. Live look here in Hartford, 91 north and southbound. Things moving along as they are here in Middletown along Route 9. You can see that Aragoni Bridge off in the distance connecting you to Portland. Here's a look in Vernon, 84 east and westbound off of Hartford Turnpike by exit 65, and in Meriden, 691 east and westbound. We saw a lot of overnight construction work. Thankfully, right now, that's all cleared. We're waiting for that daytime work to pick up, but take a look here. All those orange icons, this is where you're going to see or run into some of that daytime work as well. Give yourself plenty of time to get through those active work zones safely and slowly. 33-minute ride into Hartford on 84 eastbound. Almost a 100-minute ride, 95 southbound towards the George Washington Bridge. But if you're traveling 91, looking good. Let's quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Well, a portion of West Main Street closed overnight after a car crashed into a utility pole.
Let's check in with your reporter, Marcy Jones, live at the scene with what you need to know before you head out. So, Marcy, walk us through what happened there overnight.
Good morning. The portion of West Main Street is still closed down, but if you're heading out this way, you don't have to take massive detours. This is really just, I would say, 2 blocks. So we do have some cars running through the Walgreens parking lot that we're actually posted up at, but I do want to point your attention right now to that utility pole being propped up by the arm of that Eversource truck. We do know that McDonald's is shut down, and this happened at approximately 9:18 last night. Meriden police responded to an accident that involved this utility pole. It actually knocked down some live wires and dislodged a transformer. Thankfully, no major injuries reported, and everything that they're really focusing on right now is just damage. There's also some damage to cars in the McDonald's parking lot. You can see that sedan right there that sustained some damage. They're leaving it there because they said they had to clean up some fluid, and they wanted to make sure they could do so safely. As far as what caused the accident and how long it's going to take to reopen this portion of West Main Street, that is still to be determined. As soon as I get any more information, I'll bring that to you. But for now, that's the latest. Your reporter in Meriden, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, right now, questions still remain about how to fill a $3.5 million budget gap for the Hartford Public School District. The City Council is facing a deadline. It's today to adopt a new budget. Additional funding from the city and state was announced yesterday, and that will allow the district to maintain some of its programs. But the district warns that layoffs are still possible. And the district is also about to move on to the next phase of its superintendent search. Applications are due Friday, and the board has already received 23 of them. A search firm brought in by the board will conduct interviews next month. The current superintendent is stepping down at the end of the school year.
Well, this morning, community members in Middletown say they are shocked and they have questions about their mayor's sudden announcement to step down in the middle of his second term. In a statement, the 33-year-old mayor says it is time for him to pursue a new career direction that keeps him in service to the community while allowing him to focus on his family. His last day in office is June 16th. The Common Council president will serve as interim mayor until a special election takes place. Also right now, we're working to find out more about a brush fire in Plainville. Firefighters say they responded to this wooded area off of Loon Lake Road near I-84 around 10 o'clock last night. When our crew went back out there this morning to check out the scene, we didn't see a fire or fire trucks. We are making calls to get more information, but we can tell you right now, the fire department says there are no injuries.
New this morning, voters in New Milford have rejected both the town and school budget proposals. The majority of voters said the school budget in particular was too low. Parents and educators have protested planned cuts, I should say, to the school district. And the Board of Finance is scheduled to meet tonight to discuss those changes before presenting a new plan to voters.
A stabbing investigation making headlines in New Haven this morning. Police say someone stabbed a 50-year-old man near Elm and Kensington Streets around 10 o'clock last night. He's expected to be okay, but at this point, police haven't said much about the investigation or any suspects. This morning, the main building of the flagship Inn and Suites Motel in Groton is closed, and no one can stay there because of heavy smoke and water damage. We were first on the scene Tuesday morning as firefighters got people out of their rooms and put that fire out. Investigators are looking into the cause, but say no one was hurt, and the 20 people evacuated are now staying in other parts of the motel.
Today, New Haven police expected to give an update on an arrest made in connection with a deadly shooting of a teenager on Newhall Street last January. The suspect was just taken into custody on Monday and is now facing murder and other charges. Well, right now, Middletown police are searching for a suspect after a man was stabbed in the head while walking down Grand Street Monday night. Police say the victim ran away and a bystander called 911. The victim is expected to survive. Police say it appears to be a random attack.
Well, today, education advocates from around the state will march to the state capitol, urging leaders to invest in their schools. They're calling for changes to the way states determine how much money schools receive. Supporters say the formula needs to be updated to make sure students in underserved communities have enough resources.
All right, well, the big day is finally here. We've been working to find the best breakfast spot here in Connecticut, and your votes have now chosen the winner.
All right, let's get to your reporter, Roger Susanen, who just let the cat out of the bag, and he has more from the winning restaurant.
I gotta tell you, Dom's Broad Street Eatery, they came in as the #1 seed. And they delivered. They take the title, and we've been talking with staff members and regulars, and it really is like one big family. Bonnie, come on over here. Bonnie, you talk about a great regular. She's got her cool shades on, looking like a movie star. Bonnie's a family friend, because when you come here as regularly as Bonnie does, you become a family friend. What was it like for you when you heard Dom's took the title?
Oh, I'm so excited. I voted all night with them, and I would come in every day, and it was exciting.
And you told me you start your morning here every single day. What is it about this place that's so special?
I just come in and say good morning to my girls and the cooks and Jason, and I grab a coffee, and I go and start my day.
All right, Darlene, come on over here. So what has it been like? I know it's only been minutes since the title was announced. The phone's been ringing off the hook. People congratulating you. What's it like for you?
It's excitement. We're proud. I'm so happy for Jason. He deserves that. I don't know, you can't explain the feeling. I'm ecstatic.
Darlene, I can tell it's making you emotional.
I know. I don't want to start crying.
What's bringing out those emotions?
Just the hard work that everyone's done here, and Jay's so caring, and he helps people, and I'm happy for him.
All right, I need a hug too. That was very sweet. Oh, thank you so much. We had a fantastic morning. Congratulating Dom's Broad Street Eatery. A lot of great restaurants in Connecticut, but Dom's has been crowned as the champion here by Channel 3. We're going to send it back to you. We're live in Windsor. I'll send it back to you, ladies.
Well, at least if you're headed up there, Well, the weather is fine today, okay? No worries about rain. Tomorrow, you got to contend with some rain. It's going to be heavy at times and some wind. But the forecast, if we look at it hourly through the First Alert weather app, which you can access for your location, we picked out Torrington. It is cloudy right now, and the showers don't start to move in until later this afternoon. And it's going to be mainly dry but cloudy all day long, and in the 50s for highs in Hartford. Yeah, we're going way back in terms of where we should be for this time of year, and a few more breaks in those clouds down towards New London. So a few more breaks earlier this morning. We're going to be continuing to trend even cooler, but big time nor'easter coming our way tomorrow. It's a First Alert weather day before we see gradual improvement over Memorial Day weekend. Bringing this all down to detail for you coming up in the next 5 minutes. Tracy?